I wonder, would any of you be willing to give your life for something that you knew was not true? Would you be willing to die for something that you had firsthand experience was not at all reality? It is my guess that none of us would do that. None of us would choose to give our lives to something that we knew was false. And so, a second piece of evidence I'd like to suggest to you this morning is the testimonies of the first eyewitnesses of the cross and resurrection of Jesus Christ, and that they were willing to give their lives. This is what I found out. I found out a few things that historian Josephus writes that James, the half brother of Jesus, was stoned to death by Jewish leaders. Now, James saw Jesus after the resurrection, and he would not recant his belief in his reality that Jesus Christ rose from the dead. Second century church father Origen writes of Peter's crucifixion, and tradition tells us that the other remaining apostles, all of the other remaining apostles except for John, died as martyrs for their faith. They gave their lives willingly for something they knew was true. There's transformation in that. That's evidence. Also, there's evidence in a changed life. Lives that are changed are marked with a difference because of the encounter with the resurrected Christ. Of course, in the Bible, we have Saul, the persecutor, who becomes Paul, the evangelist, the same character, the same guy who goes out to try to destroy the Christian faith, meets Jesus, the resurrected Christ, on this road to a place called Damascus. And as he encounters the reality of the living Christ, his life is totally changed. His reputation upside down. We have the example of Peter, who prior to the resurrection even denied Jesus 3 times, but after the resurrection preached the most powerful sermon that even 3,000 people believed. The evidence is true of a transforming life that happens because we encounter the living Christ. One of my good friends here at Dayspring, and he's a leader, is Orland Mason. And I've asked him if he would give us his testimony of how God transformed him and changed his life.